Yeah, thank you for joining as well, Karai. Karai, is that? Appreciate the follow. Appreciate that. The reason I'm doing this because a lot of time we put things in our own way, and the reason it's come about is because I was having a chat with my daughter and saying, "Oh, it's so unfair that that person's got the resources. It's so unfair that they've got this and they've got that. Oh, it's so unfair that this person's doing this, right?" And when I was doing that, oh, thank you, Ryan, for joining and sending. Thanks for that. And it's trying to get this podcast about getting out of your own way, because what we tend to do is focus on other people, and the thing that stops us really is not other people. Not that other people they've got better resources. There are people with unfair advantages. We know this. We know people have got more money, more resources, etc. That's just a fact of life. But the really thing that really stops people, I feel, is themselves. That happened to me when I started the podcast. Not the podcast, sorry, the YouTube channel, because Lee and Ryan got on the podcast. When I started the YouTube channel, I started it, then I stopped, and the reason I stopped was, well, no one's listening, no one's watching, and thank you, Johnny, for sending a rose. No one's watching. Why should I continue to bother? So there's loads of people, loads of YouTubers with millions and millions of subscribers. There's tons, but I stopped doing it. And that was me. So really, the whole point of this is that I'm my competition. That's what I want to put across: is I'm my competition. And if I'm not getting better, if I'm not to continue to grow, like I'm going live on TikTok a lot more or whatever, and I'm not getting better, then I can see that in the results that I'm getting. And it's not me comparing myself with other people. I get ideas from other people, but it's about just growing and stepping into that place, because there are going to be people with much more resources. There are going to be much more people with other stuff, better microphones, better whatever. We started, Lee was a brilliant case in point, because when we started the podcast, we just started, Lee bought some microphones. In fact, Lee's still using his microphone, right? Which is brilliant, right? That's what it's about. It's about using your old tech. I remember Lee's first, computer. The computer I've got now, my Mac, is the same Mac that I've edited videos from day one. So I didn't have the Mac, but it's about 8 years old, this Mac, so it's not new. And so this is what I want to talk about. So I'm going to throw this over to you guys, because I really want to focus on, how do you see yourself, and do you, when you make decisions about that, do you think, oh, I'm never going to get there because they've got this and they've got that and they've got this following and they've got that following, because they would have gone through some growth. And also some people are just going to have natural advantages like resources and things like that. But what I want to say to people is just start with what you have. You have a phone. If you've got a phone, you've got this massive technology in your hand, or smartphone, you can start doing videos, you can start doing whatever you want, and start.